Hi, before you start watching this video, I just want to tell you that in this video I made a lot of mistakes and the development process was really hard. If you just want to see how to achieve this design in Flutter, go check out my blog post where it is described in much simpler way. However, if you want to see the whole development process and how I got into the final design, then enjoy the video. Hi, today we are going to do a bit different UI challenge in Flutter. We are not going to use specifically mobile application or mobile design. What we will do is 3D Kinetic type poster created by Peter Barr. Peter created it in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and he kindly shared the code. And I thought it is pretty cool, and it would be awesome to try to implement it in Flutter. I'm not sure where we can use it in our apps, maybe in the splash screen. Honestly, I have no idea, but I just think it will be fun to create this view in Flutter, and maybe you will know how to use it. I don't know. So what happens here is we have I believe there are like 20 texts there, and those texts are nicely animating in a circle, and there's also this entrance animation. Not this, I will ignore this text on the bottom, but yeah, this entrance animation. This is something I will also try to implement right now. And to be clear, I have not done anything like any preparation for this. I have no idea if it's even possible to do it in Flutter. I hope it is. But yeah, I will be with you alongside the whole process, and hopefully we will figure it out. I hope, because then it will be pretty dumb video if I will not be able to do it. Alright, so the only thing I did is I added fonts to the project so that we can use the proper font, but we will start with a normal Hello World application. So, since we have it, let's start doing it. For sure we will remove a very unnecessary thing. Let's call it Kinetic poster. Primary swatch won't matter, but I think we can have brightness to dark. Actually, I believe we can have scaffold color like super black, not kinda black. Scaffold background color. Alright, and we can use the font I mentioned earlier. It's called Inter. Okay, and let's create, maybe let's make it stateful, homepage without a title, and here let's have scaffold. Right, let's start with that. Okay, so we will start with creating just this linear text. So let's have a status widget. Let's call it linear text. And here we will have a text linear. And style, we want it to be white. All right. Let's see if we can have it here. All right. We can change font size to 100. No. Okay. And for sure we can rotate it. There's rotated box, which has quarter turns 1. The other way around, so 3. All right. Maybe 120. Okay, yeah, it works. Maybe 110. All right. So those texts also have well, they have the black thingy on the bottom, and I believe the proper way to do it is to use box shadow and like to make it to the inside. However, I don't like box shadows. I don't know, I just don't like them. So what we can do is we can have we can have a stack, but I do like stacks, so we'll have a stack. Okay, and in this stack we can have container with double infinity height 8 and decoration, box decoration with gradient and with linear gradient. We can say colors. So the first color will be colors.black, and the other color will be colors.black with opacity 0, and we'll have stops are alignments that are coming like where do we want those points, like black and transparent, because black with opacity 0 is basically transparent. So where do we want to have them? And if we say alignment bottom center, and wait, it's not alignment, it's doubles. Oh, okay. So we have begin. We wanted to begin at alignment bottom center. Let's say we wanted to end at alignment center, and stops. Okay, let's remove stops for now. And what I want to have is the black gradient on top of the text, and it will create the shadow effect. And it didn't work. Oh boy. So let's remove this. Okay, we have this height. Let's remove the height. Okay, let's try with box shadow. Honestly, I have no idea how do you do box shadows. It's not even a widget. Do we use container? Decoration, box decoration, shadow, box shadow. Okay, yeah, it might be better. Box shadow. Okay, so we'll remove the other container. Let's remove the stack. Yeah, so we have box shadow, and what does it take? Color should be black, and I believe this is black. Offset 0 is not good, so offset should be negative, I believe. Okay, let's start this shadow color red. Let's just see it somewhere. Okay. Yeah, maybe I could prepare how to work with shadows. Okay. So we want the shadow to be only on the bottom. How do I do it? It's a bit embarrassing, but okay, if we set offset 0, 20. All right. Okay, but box shadow is below and I want it to be up front. Well, we are using container. We don't need a stack. We just can have foreground decoration here, I believe, instead of box shadows. Here we can have, wait, if we just have gradient here, does it work? Yes, it does work. Okay, that was dumb of me. All right, so we will have colors black and transparent, and we will have begin at the bottom, because first we will have it at the bottom and then we will rotate it. So begin will be alignment bottom center, and wait, but it's still below. Okay, let's just end it. Yeah, it's still below, right? Yeah. So how can we make it foreground decoration? Bingo. Okay, we're doing it. So let's have it to the okay, now we can have it black, and maybe let's do it. Okay, now we can use stops and say that first stop, so begin, let's make it 1.2, and last stop and 1.8. 1.4, 0.4, yeah, sorry. All right, how did it look in the design? Oh, it actually goes through the whole thing. So we can have, instead of center, have top center. Okay, and all right, does it work? Okay. Yeah, so maybe something like this. Too much. Okay, okay, well, I believe it's good enough. Yeah. Okay, so you have the linear text. Oh, maybe you can have it, make it bold. Okay, maybe I don't have the bold font. That's a pity. Okay, whatever. We can have it like this, right? Oh, we should have it bold. So I believe I did include the bold, right? Interbold. Wait, 700 is bold, right? Yeah, so it should work, but it doesn't. Okay, whatever. We'll have it like this. So we have our text. Now, what we want to have is 20 of those. I believe that the easiest way to do it is to use stack. So here we'll have stack with children. And we're gonna do, actually we don't even need this. We have lists that generate. Let's have 20 texts, and the generator will say index return linear text. Okay, I believe we have 20 of those. We can set alignment to center. And we can also center the stack. Yeah. Okay. So now the question is, how do we put it in the circle? And I believe the answer, actually instead of stack, let's use size box expand. Yeah, I mean instead of centering. Okay, so what happens in the design is that they're all starting from the center, and then they're rotated a bit and moved from the center, right? Yeah. So we can use transform widget for sure. And in transform widget, we have to specify matrix, and let our matrix first rotate y. Yeah, I believe it's rotate y by what? By 2 times math pi, because this is 360 degrees, divided by 20 and times index, right? Okay, something happened. We can say that the alignment is alignment bottom center. I'm not sure if this is what we wanted. So if we say center, okay, so center and bottom center gives the same effect, and I don't think it should work like this, because if we had the top center, oh, now we have to use not the bottom center, but center left, center right. Yeah. Okay, so we have those texts. Actually, so the thing is that the default text is on the center. However, we don't want it to be exactly on the center. We want it to move like to the baseline be on the center. And to do this, what should we do to do this? So we could just change alignment to make it like minus 0.10. It's not a perfect solution because we don't actually specify the center here. We just kind of guess it, right? Not anti-inspector. How can we make it work? We want our text. Huh. So the question is, how do we center the text not based of the like the middle of the widget, but based of the bottom of the widget? I don't know. I have no idea. Because this, I don't believe it's good solution, because if we had another font like 50, yeah, it will not be on the center. So the alignment is just a workaround for this font size. What we can have is a workaround as well. So what we can have is have this as a as an extracted widget, and then we can wrap everything in a column with this, and so we have two of those childs, and what it means is that what it means, wait a second, actually, okay, let me just check if it works, and we can have it center again. It doesn't seem like it's in the middle, right? Or maybe it is, I don't know. No, but it's not a good solution. Oh god, I thought this part will be easy. So, what I wanted to do is had like two texts, one visible, one not visible. So then if we center it, it would make the visible one on like the base, like the baseline of the visible one would be in the center of the screen. However, adding another widget doesn't seem like a good idea. What can we do? Okay, I think it's time for the easiest solution. Flutter, how to center text by baseline. I have no idea. I don't believe it's what I need. forget about this column thing. All right, and does text widget have something? I believe there is something like baseline, but text align, text direction, text width basis. Huh. No idea. I have no idea. Okay, so for now we'll stay with our workaround. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Although I believe the column solution wouldn't be that bad. Okay, let's try it one more time. Wrap it with column, have this text as final text child, have it here. Let's say that main axis size is main axis size minimum, and below let's add visibility, visible false, child, text child. Nothing changed, which is strange. Oh, does visibility mean it? Okay, let's say opacity. Okay, now it did change. So I believe that visibility has replacement, visible, maintain state, maintain animation, maintain size. Maintain size? True. Okay, let's just have opacity. All right, and here now we can have center. And because of it, we have to have it here. Yeah. Okay. So we have our text. Actually, we have 40 of them, but 20 of them are invisible because of this. And now if we changed the font size, they should remain in the middle. Yeah. Okay. So let's also add some translation to like have them more have them far from the center. So after we rotate it, we need to translate it. Is it X? Yes, I believe it's X. Let's have 16. 16.0. We should do it to the left. All right. We're getting somewhere. Yeah. So I believe it kind of works. Now the problem I see okay, I believe that because of those shadows here, we are covering the text from the bottom. So what we need to change here is not start from the bottom center, but start from the alignment 0, 0.8. No. Huh. Because the question is, we are not seeing the texts that are like behind, and I believe we should see them. So let's change this. Okay, let's have it 2. Yeah, 3. Huh. So we are seeing one text, but we are not seeing another. Now, if we remove this, we are still not seeing it. Oh, maybe because they are exactly at the same spot. So if we have here like plus. Alright, so there are 2 of them, but we cannot just see them because they are just overlapping. So that's not a problem. Let's just make sure that it doesn't cover. Oh, okay, yeah. So I believe it's not a problem, at least right now. So let's make it 20 again. And now we could start trying to animate it. So, how to animate it? For sure, we will need to add single ticker provider state mixin. We will declare animation controller. In init state, we will initialize it, and we need to specify the duration. I don't know, like 10 seconds, I have no idea. And actually, let's just run it. And in the dispose, we need to dispose animation controller. Yeah. So here, let's wrap. Actually, I believe we can wrap every transform with animate. Yeah, with animated builder. We'll have the child will be linear text. So this will be builder context child. All right, and we will also provide child. So we'll do a bit of optimization, and animation is animation controller. And what we can also do is somehow specify this. So what should we do? If we have everything, if we have everything like this and make it 1 plus, actually whatever, we can no. So what we want to do is just add, oh yeah, so we just have animation controller that value times 2 times math.py plus this. So what we have here is this was our normal behavior. This is just us adding slowly from 0 to 1 circle. And what we can also do is add status listener, status, and if it's completed, then do forward from 0. So it will be just looped. All right, let's see what happens. So, well, it's not smooth, right? Oh boy, that is a bummer. So maybe let's change it to 10. To 3. Okay, we have it. Okay, 3 is smooth. Maybe 4. Okay, so the problem is that all those texts have the same size, and yeah, the texts in the back should be a bit smaller. So what we can try to do is add our magic line, set entry. Oh boy, I don't remember if it's 2, 3, 0.001. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add perspective in the matrix so that the other element is getting smaller. Now, to add this perspective, what I should do is I should look up for Devon Joshi. Yeah. For this article, where he explains like how to mess with metrics to do what we want. 3 to 0.0.1. This is what we wanted. 3 to 0.0.1. Bingo. All right. Okay. So. Yeah. Something is strange about it. Okay, so the thing is that we should somehow like think about the order of those elements. Huh. This is again tricky. So the problem is, so we want our elements in the front to be at the end of the children in the stack. However, if we rotate them, we want them to go behind. Why is it so hard? I honestly thought it will be much easier. All right. This is hard. Because so what it means is that we cannot have just the animated. So we just cannot have the list of children in stack, because if we have the list of children in stack, then if we rotate them. Yeah, so basically what it means is that like right here when we rotate, the one children at first, like the one text wants to be like the top text, but just Huh. Wow. I don't know. uh, okay, so the thing is that if you look at the right side, and on the right side, we want every like the preceding text to be on top of the one behind them. But then on the left side, we want the opposite thing. So what we should do is to have those two lists separate. Does it make sense even? Wow, I honestly I hoped that it will be much easier than this. Uh, Cause see, on the right side, it looks good. See, on the right, beside this one. But on the right side, in general, it looks good, right? It makes sense. On the left side, it is totally wrong, right? So, let's try to make two lists. Is it here? All right. I should do 2.3. Why is it? Why are okay? So if we have this list, can we have another one, but just for the right elements? Okay, what if we can say that here if index is smaller than number of texts times 2, wait, what? Okay, maybe other. Let's say, okay, so let's assume that this list is the list of elements on the right side, all right? So what we can say is that so let's calculate the rotation based, actually the whole rotation. All right. And now if this rotation is, by default it starts at left, right? So if this rotation is bigger than 90 degrees, so it's math pi divided by 2, and smaller than 270, so it will be 2 times smaller, math pi times 2 times 3 divided by 2 times 1.5. return this. Otherwise, return nothing. And for now, okay, we can hide this because we don't have space. And let's remove this for now. So what I want to achieve is to have those elements only on the right side. Like this. Okay, wow, it actually works. But not always. Why does it not work always? Rotation, we can have it here. Come on. I was so proud of it. So those are good. Okay. So the thing is, it goes more than just 2 pi. It can go from 0 to 4 pi actually. So what we need to do is like what we need to do. So this is like the one condition, and the other condition will be bigger than, wait a second, what? Oh, divided by 2, okay. Bigger than 2 times math. Okay, so basically 2.5 times math pi. And here it will be 3 times. Yeah, okay. Let's have it now. Please work. It does work. Now, there's only one bug when I believe the elements in the stack, when we are going from the last element to the first element. But in general, it does work. This is awesome, because what we can do is actually create a function. Move is on left, double position, because this looks awful. Actually, it's on right, I should say. Is on right. On rotation. And this is not needed. Okay, so if is on right, then do this. And now we can copy this. And say the opposite. So if the elements are on the left. However, to make it because if we do it like this, then we will still have the bug on the left. So here we need to reverse the order of those elements, I believe. And if we do it like here, can we say reverse? Reverse. Bam. Okay, I think it works. Like, beside this one bug when it happens, one time on the left side, one time on the right side, but in general it works. Yeah. Okay. So, um, I'm thinking because well, we have only 4 elements, and if we make it more, like 10, it will be just slow. Oh wait, does it work? Okay, it works. Okay, so we need to handle this one case where, um, well, basically what happens is we have sometimes this bug because um, the order is alright, but if we have the last element, like it's looped, right? So at some point the last element will be before the first element, and then the this animation kinda looks weird. Yeah. Okay. How can we make it work? So the problem is actually not only with the one element. I mean, here we have it with the one element, but if we show like top 5 and last 5, it will be the same problem. The thing is, like, I thinking about solution, but then we are adding so much more widgets that it just feels wrong. So if we had like, so yeah, I believe we have to have like twice that many widgets, so that because right now we have it like this. We have item 1, item 2, oh, okay, item 3, item 4, and so on, right? And the problem with it is that when we show item 1, item 2, item 3, it looks okay. But then when we start showing item 2, item 3, item 4 is still okay. But then when we have item 3, item 4, item 1, it is not good. So what we cannot do is basically mix. Yeah, so what we cannot do is mix the elements from the end and from the start of the list. Now, what we could do is just have like twice as many of them, and then like we would show this 3, then this 3, then this 3, then this 3, and then this 3, and then if we go to the end, we show this 3. Like so, after this, we show this, and if you have twice that many elements, then it's not a problem, because when we will show like this, it will make sense. The only problem is that we are adding twice as many elements and it's slow already, and I'm really worried it will be also slow at the real device. Yeah, so Okay. So what we need to do is, if, oh god, it's so hard. If index um it is bad at so many levels to do it like this. However, I cannot think of any better solution. Not at all. Wow. Because if we just okay, so what we want to have is, it hurts my heart to write it. We want to have twice as many texts in the list. But then it is so bad. Oh god. But then we want to have like a sublist. Wow. I'm sorry, I just so don't like it. Well, actually, okay, let's just say we have twice as many elements. What happens now? Does it change anything? Besides making it slower? No, we still have this bug. We have this, oh wait, we didn't reload. Yeah, so it's definitely slower. Sometimes. Wait, it does fix it. Okay, so it does work on the right side. Now on the left we just saw this bug. So if we do it like this, does it really fix it? Okay, it's through where the bug. Okay, I think there was a bug on the right. Okay, let's remove this for now. No bug, no bug, no bug, and no bug. It did work on the right. Yes, and if we had like, let's say 10. Well, it is slow, but I believe, okay, maybe 8. I think it works. Okay, guys. since it's very hard to actually notice, I will stop here, plug in my real device, and well, but on real device you cannot do hot reload in the release mode. Yeah, so we will continue. Okay, so I believe it does work here, but if we comment this, wait, if we have twice as many elements, I think this method should be done better, right? So the thing is, we want to check if the number is so we want to check if the number is between 90 degrees and 270 degrees, and all like per next cycles of this. So wow. So what we need to do is so the thing is that cosinus can just give us this answer, right? I mean, if we want to have it from 90 degrees to 270 degrees, basically it means that if it's on the right, the cosinus is negative. Wow. So okay, and I believe, oh, we had this bug. It was here, right? I think I saw it. Yeah. So it doesn't work. How lovely. All right. So let's move back to for text and see if, why haven't we seen it here? Oh, there was here. Okay, whatever. Oh boy, it's going so well, so well. Yeah. So we have those number of texts, and what we can do is we can say, because right now those texts are overlapping, and what we can do is we can say that well, if animation controller that value. So basically what we want to do is just like if the animation controller goes from 0 to half, then we want to use the first part of the text, and later we want to use the second part. Does it make sense? I don't know. Oh god. Whew. Okay, let's just say that if animation controller that value is smaller than half and the index is smaller than number of texts, return size box shrink. Please work. Ah, I was hoping for that. But yeah, it shouldn't work. Okay, so animation. So, wow. So for sure we should only work on if it's on right? Because this is only what matters. And now the thing is, if the animation is still going, like so if animation controller, that value wow. So let's say final position in list, like percentage position in list is index divided by 2 times number of texts. All right. So if this position if this percentage position is smaller than the value, return size box dash shrink. Now I believe this will break up a bit, but it should also remove the bug. Now to make, okay, and percentage position in the list is smaller than 0.5. So we only remove the first half. Please work, please work. Ah, I so want it to work. Why does it not work? Please, please, one more time. Ah, again, so close. I believe, I have no idea. It's the same effect for like half an hour. Wow. So what I wanted to do is basically, like when we had those texts I showed you, so we want to show So basically what I want to do is from the start I want to like iterate through the whole list using also the second, like the duplicated elements. And when we when the animation goes to the half, then we just start using the first elements. So basically, if the animation is like here, then we still want to use this element, but if the animation is here, then we want to go back to the first 4 elements in the list. How to code it? So we are going down, 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 down. So can we say, we have index here. So can we say that if animation controller that value is bigger than 0.5, then index equals index modulo number of texts. Oh, but rotation is here. Yeah, but rotation doesn't really matter. Wait. Now it changes nothing. So if animation controller value is bigger than 0.5, I believe I already written it, that it didn't work. So why am I doing it again? I have no idea how to do it. And it tears me apart. I got an idea. It's a strange idea, but it may work. Okay. Wow. So, I'm sorry to do that, but let's comment this. All right. Actually, do we have to comment it? So, what I'm thinking of is so we have those texts, and we rotate those texts like full circle. But what, instead of rotating it full circle, we would start okay, basically, if we just say that this and actually this as well is divided by the number of texts. So what I mean is, basically we have this only one element that is, okay, divided may not be the good thing to do. So we have this one text that is like in the middle, and we wanted to rotate it just to 90 degrees and then start it over. So basically, instead of rotating it the full circle, we just rotate it by the angle of okay, let me just try to show it to you. What if we just here divided by by number of texts. What happened is that animation becomes much slower. However, okay, let's just speed it up. Yes, it does work. All right, so what we are doing is not rotating the element whole circle, but only rotating it on this very, like on the small amount, and then we just repeat the animation because all those elements are the same. So if you do it like this, in here, without the reversed, maybe? It looks like it works. It is terribly laggy, but... Oh, wait. Wow. So let's make 10 texts. No! Why does it happen? I don't want to see it. Like, you cannot see it on the right side, but for sure you can see it on the left side. And I have no idea why. What if I do reversed, actually? So some element at the... I see. Okay. So the thing is that so the thing is that elements on the left side here are kinda... Okay, wait. So the thing is that the half of the elements are on the beginning of the stack, and half of them are at the end of the stack. And to fix it, we just need to add to the rotation 90 degrees to the one, to the other, and it did change nothing. How lovely. I honestly thought it will change something, because so we have those elements. Okay. Wait, actually, maybe this is why we should have reversed here now. Yes. So right now we are showing the elements. So actually, yeah, okay, whatever, it works. I will not bother fighting it. Let's make it, I don't know, 6. So the only thing is that this shadow, okay, the thing is that this black shadow kinda like covers all those elements in the back. So what we need to do is make it a bit transparent. Okay, it looks a bit weird because now it sometimes covers it, sometimes it doesn't. But if we had more elements, it will make more sense. Yeah, it kinda works, right? Okay, so now I will try to connect my phone and try to run it in the release mode. Be right back. Alright, so I did plug in my phone and it doesn't junk. I mean, it's smooth. It works. Yeah, so I believe that you can see my phone up above me. And yeah, it is smooth. I can't believe we did it. So what bothers me a bit is that like this shadow in below, like it looks really weird, I think. To be honest, I'm not sure how to actually like make it work. We can try to do to mess up with this foreground decoration by adding again colors transparent as a first color, bottom center, top center, and then the stops would be 0, then 0.15, then 0.5. So it would go from transparent to black to transparent, and then maybe it will not look will not see this weird shadow thing. I will do it in the debug mode. Okay, I will do it on the simulator. Well, actually, since I'm recording my phone, I can do it on my phone. Yeah, but it does work. I'm so glad. I started to lose hope that we can do it. You need to give me a while for it to build. Yeah, so I believe that it would be wise to not do the entrance animation right now because yeah, because it was kinda hard already. Yeah, so you can see that the shadow is a bit smaller, like actually much smaller. Let's make it like this. 0.2 maybe to, and here maybe 0.8. That looks better. Maybe 0.25, no, 0.22, 0.2, yeah. Yeah, so this is it. Yep, and notice that this is now debug mode and it works pretty smoothly on debug mode. So too bad I didn't use it from the start. I mean, my physical phone. But yeah, let's see how it looked before the animation. Why is it so buggy? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I believe it's pretty fine. I think, okay, maybe here it will be quicker. Yeah, I think we will not do the entrance animation right now. Although it would be cool. Yeah, so I think that's it. Thank you for watching it. If you were here from the for the whole video, I'm impressed, and thank you for staying with me and seeing how I'm struggling to put my texts in the right order. If you wanna see more videos like this, let me know in the comment. If you have some challenges that you'd like me to implement and you think that it would be cool to see how I do them, also let me know in the comment or send me an email. If you wanna see more stuff like this, visit my website, fadedev.io, and yeah, that's it. So just after I finished recording this part, I figured out how to not make two of those lists, because that was pretty messy. So we needed it when we just had like the list of items and we wanted to rotate them like 360 degrees. But right now, since we are using the stack, like we are just rotating them a bit and then replace them because of this. What we can do is say, I mean, I'm not sure if we can do it, but I believe we can. Basically, like remove this, and here, if is on right, then do this. Else, let's add or even let me just think it through very quickly. Yeah, so it's if it's on the left, we will just need to add 180 degrees, and then subtract the. Okay, actually what we need to do is have this times, okay, and then what we need to do is have math that pi times divided by the number of texts, and I think it will work. So basically what we do is okay, first maybe let me check if it works before I say what we do. I hope it works. It should work, and it will make the whole thing much smoother. Okay, it's building. I will tell you what I want to do. So if we have the elements on the right side, we just display them normally because it works on the right side. But on the left side, what we will do is, if we have this element that comes just from the right side to the left side, instead of displaying it in the position we would normally display it, we display it on the like on the opposite side. So this way it looks like this. Look how lovely. Oh, this video goes so well. So well. Okay. Wait, no, not like this. So what I want to do is, if the rotation is on the left. Oh, so if the rotation is on the left, and let's say it is, let's say 300 degrees, then what we want to do is just flip it on the other side, right? So we want to, oh boy. Can we do it like this? So basically, we want to move this image. No, but it would be pretty cool if it worked. Okay, so right now we have this really weird, well, you can see how it works. So the thing is that we want, instead of rotating it, so actually what I want, oh, hey, what I want to do is we had cosinus function, yes? So if something goes here, what I actually want to do is have it here. And to do it, I suppose there is a function that would do it for me, but I have no idea how I should do it. So basically, if we just get the difference between pi, so we are working on, wait, on the right side, this is this, right? Can I just do minus rotation? Okay, minus rotation. It looks dope, but it doesn't. Okay, can I do minus rotation? And so this is, wait, where is the value? This is the value that is like based on the animation, yes? So let's make it animation rotation value. What if we just here, so here we had it positive, but then here we had it negative. So let's do plus 2 times animation rotation value. Almost, we just need to subtract this minor. What we need to subtract? We need to subtract math.pi times divided by the number of texts. Divided by 2 times number of texts. Two times math.pi. Please work. Yes! Okay, so basically, if it's on the left, rotation is not final then. let's say double. Whoa. And rotation is this. Yep. So I believe the takeaway from this is that it's much easier if we not use the element and like perform the operations that the user actually thinks are being performed, but actually just loop very small animation, and then we can actually make it like this instead of having the same function doubled. Awesome. Yeah, so thank you again for watching this video. I have no idea how I will write it, but I mean how I will edit it. But yeah, thanks again and see you next time. Bye.